Hi there, Tom Lowrie here with This Darn Landscape, and oh my gosh, do we have a great project going on this summer on Maceday Lake in Waterford, Michigan. Right here in front of me, I have what's called a preliminary plan. I've met with the homeowners several times to discuss some of their needs and wants, and again, we try to get some of these things down on paper so everybody has a meeting in the mind. We can start putting budgets together, but just to kind of give you an orientation, right at this side is the residence, and over at this side is the west side of Maceday Lake, whereas this would be facing north. Okay. And one of the things that are present right now is a small patio. These people wanted to increase the size and perhaps even put a outdoor ping pong table. And underneath an existing deck, maybe something to put a hot tub. Well, right now there's boulders holding up this land, and they're washing down, and then the drainage is terrible. So we're going to have to go and out to the site and try to reconstruct and have more integrity on this, and we'll show you that later. And the steps coming down towards the lawn area and to the side yard. Coming down here, they wanted to improve a larger beachfront area, and I call it beach. Obviously, there really isn't any sand, but we'll call it the lakefront as well. They want to include some sort of a fire pit, and obviously we had to get access. There presently is an existing deck here now, but I know you can't tell on this blueprint, but there's a large tree here with a drip line and canopy, and a large tree coming right out through the deck, which takes up a lot of usable space. So I've recommended actually eliminating one of these trees to open up better space, and I really don't like how these steps are encroaching a lot of the usable space, so we're probably going to try to improve upon that as this process goes. Another concern is with the dropping of the property, there's no level spot to maybe do any activities, anything, maybe set up a tent, bocce ball, things of that nature. Now, we're not going to make this totally level, but if I can raise this up with this retaining wall along here, we can make it a little bit more what I call user friendly. So in any event, that's kind of it in a nutshell. There's different products you can see. We've drawn in some brick, interlocking bricks or what have you, but because of budget constraints, I think the homeowners are looking towards what we call exposed aggregate, and that's concrete with all the little pebbles that are revealing in there, and it's usually less expensive and it has a very good strength and integrity. Other than that, I think it's time to maybe make a trip to the site and see what my workers, Ron, are up to. So stay tuned for the next episode of This Darn Landscape. How do you do? My name's Tom Lowrie with This Darn Landscape, and I want you to meet Ron Tompkins. How you doing, Ron?
Good. How's it going?
Good to see you. We're here at a private residence on Maceday Lake in Waterford, Michigan today, going over a little bit of an extreme makeover, and fortunately we have Ron Tompkins here to help tear things apart and put them back together. Right now underneath the deck you can see we've got some boulders that have slipped and slided, and they've got a lot of vegetation between, and the foundation, the integrity and the drainage is just falling apart here. So before we do any expansion of patios and hot tubs and things like that, we want to go ahead and make sure that this wall has better integrity. So Ron, tell me, what do you plan on doing here exactly?
First thing I'm going to do is come in here and demolition. Basically, you got to get these shrubs out of the way. We're going to have to pull these old existing boulders out and pretty much come through here and revamp this thing.
Yeah, great. I can't wait to see what you do here. So that'll be really exciting. So I don't really want to hold you up, so good luck. We'll check in a few days.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye,
Barberry. That was a barberry. Anyways, full of prickers. We don't need it. We'll put something fresh in and maybe give them a little privacy from their hot tub area. Hi there, I'm over on the east side of the property line, right by the lake, and you can see right here I've kind of put a string out where the property line is. And what we're planning on doing is carving some of this area out, this slope, and putting in again an Ortana retaining wall by oaks right in through here. It'll give it a neater, cleaner look with a lot less maintenance. Oh my word, this is just a beautiful setting. East exposure, my favorite. I know a lot of people would like to be on a lake, but if you're gonna be on a lake, go for the morning sun, because the hot afternoon sun, you can't even sit out on your deck because of the heat waves. All right, okay. Look at the size of these boulders. Oh my God, here, give me a hand. Oh, could be a hernia. Hi there, we're back on Maceday Lake, and I think this is probably day 4 of construction, and you can see behind me here how Ron has taken this wall completely apart and put it back piece by piece. It's so much like a jigsaw puzzle. You look how tight some of these joints are, but what's nice about this, it has created extra space down there for the homeowners to put in their hot tub. It's very important too up above that the water does not come over this wall, that we've engineered it to drain around the wall. And that's the biggest problem that a lot of people do, is when they build their walls, they don't build them up high enough. So over a period of time, the water causes hydrostatic pressure and washes things out and through. Next, I'd like to show you this other wall that we've done out of the Oaks Ortana desert block. I'm sitting here on this completed Ortana wall. Ron and the boys did a very, very good job installing. And what I really like about this particular application is the bullnose coping on top. This was actually brought on by the homeowner. She liked a real finished, clean look, which of course, if you go to sit on it, it's very comfortable as well. But I would like to show you kind of the guts behind what's going on in these walls, which is very important. Okay, you can see behind the wall, this is not quite finished. Obviously, this is pretty unsightly seeing the back of the wall, but I want to point out some very important details. We have a fabric situation here, so it'll let any water go through, but will not let any of the dirt or things wash into the block as well. And then, of course, we have pea pebble. The reason for that, again, is it stops the hydrostatic pressure that pushes out from the freeze-thaw cycles here. And underneath all that pea pebble, we have perforated drain tile covered with a sock. So again, any of the groundwater has a place to go. So what we're going to end up doing is, before the sprinkler systems go in, we will bring our grate up with topsoil right to the top of the coping here and feather it on back down to this orange spot. So this orange line here is the swale. So when it rains or the snow melts, we'll go down between the two oak trees and not over and behind our wall. Okay, I'm here with Ron Tompkins, our foreman on this project, and here we've got the lower patio. How are you doing, Ron?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Good to see you, man. You're doing a great job here, but tell me, what do you got going here exactly?
Basically what we did here is, you can see this nice level spot. We're gonna put a patio here. What we got to do first, though, is kind of retain this wall here, because I mean, if you don't have this wall, what's going to happen is all this soil, grass, if it rains, it's going to run down in here and make a big old mess. So basically,
oh my gosh, Ron, and how high is this wall going to be?
It's going to probably at the highest point be 4 feet, and it's just going to gradually step down with the grade.
Wow, that's going to bring that wall right up to here.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And then we got, also, if you get back over this way, it's going to be a staircase going up through this wall, so they have nice access down here to their patio.
Oh, I see. So in other words, they'll be able to walk from that deck area through the steps down to this lower patio area.
Exactly. Nice little spot to sit on the beach and relax. And we're also going to put a fire pit over that way there. So.
Oh, won't that be nice?
That's going to be a really, really nice spot to sit and relax.
Hopefully they'll have us come back when it's all done.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Go for a boat ride or something.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're doing a great job, Ron. Let's take a look at this block here. I've got a question. This looks like a really nice, perfect arch.
Yep.
How on earth did you able to get it so nice and perfect?
Well, first thing you got to do is you got to figure out, you know, your starting point. What we did, we got an 18-foot radius, so, you know, we come over 18 foot this way, put ourselves a stake, and then we run a tape measure off of that, and then just go, you know, your 18 foot, and that gives you your perfect radius.
Oh, it looks just wonderful. My gosh, it's so precise. So keep up the good work. And I imagine I see a big space behind this wall.
Yep. Yeah, that basically is for drain tile. You put a perforated tile in there with pea gravel. So basically, any water that does get behind the wall, it can drain and get out without, you know, you got the freeze thaw in the winter time here. So what will happen is, if without that drain tile, is it'll push the wall out.
Yes.
Like the static pressure.
Oh, well, I'll be darned. Way to go, Ron. And how do you like working with this Oaks Ortana block?
It's nice. I mean, it's a little bit lighter than the Versalock, but yeah, it's really nice to work with.
Yeah, and of course, I think the color was a good selection with trying to complement the color on the house brick.
Yeah, definitely, it matches nice.
Yeah, good. Well, listen, I'll let you kind of keep going and keep up the good work. I know the homeowners are very proud of you. So,
all right, not a problem.
Thanks again, Ron.
Thank you.
Well, here we are. We're finally wrapping up this lake house project. Oh my gosh, it's been a project. You can see behind me, we've changed the decks. We've put in a shed. We've rebuilt boulder walls. But my favorite part is the beachfront area. I stand corrected. We don't really have a beach, but we have the patio front area. And if you could see this at night lit up with a fireplace, you'd probably want to kick back and come join us. But anyways, we'll take a tour and show some of the details. The last thing going in tomorrow will be the sod. Just like inside a house, carpet's the last thing being laid. Same thing here. We've put the sprinklers in. Now we want to just make sure we get the green side up. Oh my gosh, I have got the best job in the world. Not only to dream these type of environments, but to create these type of environments. And I couldn't have done it without the oak products. That's this wall here to my right and left. This is the Ortana wall with timberwood accents. And then we have a bullnose coping. And that keeps a very smooth surface in case people want to sit up there. They don't get their bathing suits in a bundle, if you will. This fire pit here, we'll put a lid on it, and it can dub as a coffee table as well. So it's multi-use. Down here, we can entertain a half a dozen people very, very comfortably if we need to. We even have steps that go right down into the shallow end of the lake. So this is just perfect. Who wouldn't want to spend an afternoon here by Maceday Lake in the comforts right here? We even have a lot of privacy, except for the people across there. Oh my gosh, they got their telescopes on us right now. Hello again. Hey, listen, you've got to check out this detail. Right down here, this exposed aggregate. Look at the multiple colors that come out after we seal the aggregate. Not just anybody can do this process. It takes very critical timing. Otherwise, if you do not do it properly, you'll have less aggregate showing. and then you may have stones popping. So it's very important to do this properly to reveal the colors that are in the aggregate. Look at this, my word! We have stairs to go right into the kiddie pool. And this is hardly a kiddie pool, but it sure makes the access much, much greater than walking all around through docks, through boats, or what have you. Here we are on the deck overlooking the lake, and I want to point out another very fine detail. This was done by John Hennig Construction, by the way. He's one of the best deck builders around. But if you look at this detail, this rail system, oh my gosh, from a distance, this cable, this wiring is virtually invisible. And we're gonna pan up around to the front of the house, and you'll see, you can't even see the rails from here. And that's what makes it so nice. If you're sitting inside or sitting down, you can look right through and it does not obstruct your view at all.